We are about to start. I just want to welcome everyone who is watching to this virtual expo. Me and Traust, we were supposed to be in Brussels today at the Brussels Seafood Expo, but that's been postponed. So we don't know when that's going to happen. So we decided to try to do a virtual presentation for you. My name is Sif. I am a daughter of Trausti. My name is Sif Traustadóttir, and I take care of or help with the marketing in our business, our family business. And my father, Trausti Eriksson, he's a mechanical engineer. He's the CEO and founder of Traust Know-how. He studied mechanical engineering at the University of Iceland and also later in the University of Lund in Sweden, and graduated in 1972. And then he moved back to Iceland and started Traust Know-how in 1979. So our company is 40 years old now, more than 40 years old. So I would just like to hand the presentation over to you now, Trausti, and you can share your screen and you have a presentation ready for us.
Yes. As Steve mentioned, the company is over 40 years old, and we are situated in West Iceland and 1 hour from Reykjavik. And we have produced, been here for the last 20 years. Here is a timeline for the company. We started in 1979 or a little bit before that. And we developed a system for raw production and then freezers. And then we started with stockfish drying, which was a big issue at that time. We started with injectors, mainly for injecting saltfish. And we started with scallop plants, which we built in Iceland in the beginning. And then we started with brine mixing for the injectors, and we started with graters, and then several other companies which I will go into a little bit later. We are exporting almost 100% of our production. We have our own workshop here in this place, and we have agents around the world, but the latest is that internet is mostly used for advertising. Here we see the main markets, which are in Iceland and then over to Faroe Islands and Norway, which have similar fish as we have. And we started to export to Russia, and then also to Ireland and Scotland and France and Spain and Portugal. And then we have started to export to USA, and some of our machines are in South America as well. Here are some of our few clients, which are more or less known all over the world. Here is our top processing lines and solutions. We make the injector machine. We make Protein-Tec system to make a suspension to inject into the fillet. We make scallop plants. And we have been making herring and capelin roe plants. And we do fresh, frozen, and saltfish processing lines. We make a mixing of salt and we dry fish and stockfish presses, and we make grated and easy layers, which I will come into later in this. Here are some pictures of our main machines, and a little bit later we go into videos which show how the machines work. Here is pictures of some other machines which also come into the video. Here we have a salmon injection where we inject a little bit of brine into the fish. This increases the yield and make the fish better and keep the quality as well. For codfish, we make a similar thing. We inject suspension or brine into the fish, and this injection make the yield better, quite much better. As you see, the fish is pumping up with brine. This is for saltfish production. We do the same with fillet production, which is made in a similar way. Here we have the fillet, and you can inject fresh fillet with just a little bit of salt, which is the same salt as is in the fish when the fish comes out from the filleting machine. Here is the Protein-Tec system, where we take the cutoff and put it into the tank and mix it up and make solution, which we use to inject the fish. We use frozen cutoff in a block to mix into the solution. This is the solution mixing up, and it goes through a multi-cutter and then into the brine and into the fish. This keeps the quality of the fish and greatly increase the yield. Here is a easy layer tub system where we take the fish directly after the injection and put the fish into the tub. This saves a lot in handling the fish. So you don't have to take every fish and put it down. So this is a much better method than using manual method to put the fish into the tub. We have made many systems like this, and they are both in Iceland and other countries. We have made many freezers, which are of different sizes. These are usually belt freezers, which we make in different sizes. They can freeze fillet or scallop or whatever. We have made maybe 70, 80 freezers like this in different sizes. There you see scallop from this machine. Here we see a scallop processing plant. It starts with fish from the sea. This is taken into a shocker where mainly the shell is warmed up, but the fish is only rise with few degrees on Celsius, and then it goes to a machine which separates the shell from the fish, and the fish goes directly into a separator to separate small pieces from the scallop, and there it is cooled down. The fish maybe goes from 5 degrees up to 10 degrees or 12 degrees, and it's not freezing at cooking at any, not cooking, only to warm up the shell to be able to mechanically separate the shell from the meat. And after this machine, this goes to the eviscerator, which take the guts from the shell, and after that it goes to a mechanical inspection table, and after that this goes to the freezers. We have supplied many plants in Ireland and Scotland, and of course Iceland, and some other countries also. With the scallop plants, maybe made 70, 80 plants. We started early to make salt spreaders. We've always been occupied a little bit with the salt, where you put the fish and then you push the bottom, and then you get salt all over. Here is the Roe Extraction, which we also have made a lot of. And I worked with Roe from capelin and herring since 1973. So that's almost 50 years. It's a little bit different if you are making a roe from herring. Then you usually use a filleting machine and take fillets out. And in that filleting machine, you take out the roe and you collect them and clean them in a special way and freeze them. And the roe are now used for food and also for medicine. And some roe are used for people also to make something to put on you. This is have been a big production with our system for all the years we have been working. Here we have a machine which we call Easy Layer, where we put the fish automatically into the tub. This machine is an extension of the injecting machine. And in this case, we put the fish into the tub, and when the tub is full, it automatically goes away, and the new tub comes instead of the full one. And this saves a lot in the handling of the fish. There, one tub goes out, and the new one comes instead. So you don't have to think so much about this. It goes automatically. This is in many places. So this is more or less what we have to say. We make a lot of other machines which are not mentioned here, and you can find them, some of them, on our page, Traust.is, where you can also find these videos more or less and if you are interested, you can always send us an email, and we will try to answer you as soon as we can. Thank you very much.
Thank you. If you can stop sharing the screen, I think maybe there could be some questions from the viewers.
Yes.
In the video, you can also just click stop sharing. Oh, I can do it here. All right. So in the video, you were talking about the roe, the capelin and herring roe, and there's a question about the prices, because traditionally they've just been made into fish meal, or in some cases even their producers are throwing the roe away and not using it. But can you give us an example of what the prices are that people are getting today for the cabling and herring roe?
Yeah, the pricing have been going up the last years, especially when you start to use this for medicine. And the others who eat the roe, they have to pay higher price for eating it also.
Yeah.
The prices can be maybe $7-8 per kilogram.
A kilogram, yeah. So that's a very high price.
Yeah, it's very high price, yes.
So some producers can be throwing away maybe millions of dollars because they're not using the roe.
Yeah, that's right.
Making
Because,
this profitable and valuable product from it.
Yes, that's the reason. We say sometimes that if you can keep the cable in row system working for 48 hours, then you pay up the system.
Yeah, so you've already paid for the machine after 48 hours.
Yes, although it cost almost $1 million.
Yeah, so everything after that is pure profits.
Yes.
That's very good. So there's a lot of people using this already, but there are still many producers who are not utilizing the roe in the best.
Yes, I have been working in this since 1973, where I made some system for Icelandic producers. And the latest year, I don't know, maybe we have made over 100 systems.
Yes.
And we are still making today, we are making 3 systems just today.
Yeah.
So this is...
In my factory now, we're making 3 systems that are getting ready to be shipped. Because, because the prices have been going up. So it's
yes, it is huge prices in principle.
Yeah. Yes, there was also a question about the injection, the injection, both brine injection and also the Protein-Tec injection. I have noticed when we are talking to producers, especially in Spain and Portugal, that have been salting the fish in the, let's say, the old-fashioned way, like we used to do with salt spreaders. So we also make the salt spreaders that are a traditional way to salt the fish. But could you perhaps say something about like because I know we get this objection sometimes about that the traditional way is better because that's the way we always did it, and why should I switch to the injection?
Yeah, so if you are going to dry fish, then the injection will not, if you don't use any poly in the injection, then injection itself is not keeping the moisture. So you can dry the fish. It's no problem. You can dry the fish. No problem.
Yeah. So you just
if you are selling salt fish to Spain,
yeah, they
don't accept the fish without it is injected.
Mm-hmm.
They say no. They don't buy fish which is not injected.
Yes, because
it's
the quality is higher.
They think it is keeping the moisture, but the fish dries the same way. If you don't use any poly in the injection, then the fish will dry just normally.
Yeah, so just use the natural ingredients. And also the Protein-Tec is very natural ingredient. It's not anything chemical or added.
Yeah, that is a clean way to use the offal, so you can use it directly into the fish.
Mm-hmm.
You use a lot of offal from fish production is usually used to fish balls or something like that, but if you can use it directly into the fish, it will keep the quality it is just good to use all the fish as much as you can. That's natural to do that.
Yes, of course, it's less wasteful. And especially today, we are very concerned about wasting food, and we don't want to do that.
Yeah, this is one way of using the food better.
Yes, exactly. I'm just going to check if there's any more questions. But if not, we are... Yeah, I don't see any more questions, but yes, we were supposed to be in Brussels for the expo. So let's see if it happens next year. Maybe we can be there in person to meet people.
And next year it will be in the Brussels Expo will be in Barcelona next year.
Yes. So we will go there next year, hopefully.
Yes. If there is no more COVID problem.
Yes, that will be good, because we had to already cancel our flights and the hotel for Brussels.
Yes.
We were planning to go to Brussels. Well, it's very good that we managed to do this presentation for our viewers, and we will be sharing it also on Facebook and YouTube, because we are now using the modern technology for marketing. So I think that will be it. Do you have anything more, Trausti, to add before we sign off today?
I think just to mention that if people are interested, they can contact us. And if this is not enough, they have on our video and our web page. Mm-hmm. Then we will arrange so that the people can come and visit and seeing our plants working in Iceland or other countries.
Yes. So all our machines are made in Iceland.
Yes.
We ship from there. And Trausti lives next to the plant. And I live in Italy at the moment. So I just have this this picture in the background from Iceland.
Yes, I think this was useful for some of our customers, and we just welcome them to send us email and visit us and see the machinery in working. Yes,
because we have in Iceland, fortunately, we've had they've managed the situation quite well. So we still have our factory running and no problems in the production. So we can take orders and produce and ship the equipment.
Yes, that's no problem.
That's very, very good. All right. I think that's it for today. Thank you very much, Trausti, for this presentation. And thank you for joining us, those of you who are watching. And as we say in Iceland, bless, bless.
Thank you. Bless, bless.
Thank you.